Yeah, I got about 10 more minutes before I have to go back. So
10 minutes is perfect. I'll be right back. But, Sonny, where do we need to be at? That's a number that's a no-brainer, that we can get this done and wrapped up, and I can have an agreement sent to your inbox right now.
It's that fucking simple.
hello.
Hey there, Sonny. How are you today?
I'm good, and you?
Can't complain. I appreciate you for asking. Well, Sonny, the point of the call today is to see if the home qualifies for getting an offer as is. We're looking to put properties into our portfolio for one of two reasons. One being a fix and flip, and two being a buy and hold for our rentals. And by the end of this phone call, I'm either going to give you an approval with an offer or a denial with a reason why. And some of the benefits of working with us, Sonny, is we buy the home as is. We cover all of the closing costs, and there is no commissions. Do you happen to have a pen and paper by you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, perfect. I just want to give you my contact information, as well as some more information later on this phone call. I'm pretty confident you'll want to write down if we can get the home approved today. My name is Caden McNamara.
Okay.
And then the name of our company is Prime Partner Home Buyers, and our office number is, and our website is just primepartnerhomebuyers.com.
Okay.
All righty. Well,
Yeah.
Mr. Sonny, catch me up to speed. What's got you considering selling this house?
Well, I'm not actually living there. I'm working on the out of state all the time. So that was the main reason that why am I paying money there and I'm not even living in the house.
Right.
Except for 2-3 times a year, I go back home for a week or so in between jobs, and then I'm gone again.
2 or 3 times a year you're only there for a couple weeks, and you're paying a mortgage every month as well?
Yep.
Oh, my gosh, Sonny. So you're slowly bleeding.
Yeah, that's the conclusion that why am I paying all these bills? Not only the mortgage, I mean, I got to pay the water bill, electric bill, and all that too.
Right. Yeah, no, I get it. That's props to
order
you.
To keep it running. So, yeah.
I could not do that. Well, okay. So you just want to kind of sell this, get some cash in your pocket, and stop paying all these expenses every month for something that's realistically not even of use to you. Do I have you correct?
Exactly.
Okay, I hear you. And Mr. Sonny, is it just you that owns the home?
Yes, it's just me and my wife.
Just you and your wife?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Sonny. Well, I mean, how long have you guys been thinking about selling? I'm sure your wife's on board as well. She's probably looking at the finances and like, holy crap.
Yeah, I know. It's been since last year I thought about it, like, why are we paying this money for the next 10, 15 years or we're not even living there?
Right. Sonny, what do you do for work that you're out of state so much?
I do construction, oil and gas, electrical work.
Okay. What states do you usually work in?
Right now I'm currently in North Dakota.
North Dakota?
Yeah.
Okay. How's it over there? I've never been to North Dakota.
There are no mountains, there are no trees.
No mountains and no trees?
Nope.
Wow. All right,
flat.
Mr. Jonathan. I just want to confirm real quick on the house. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,284 square feet. Is that correct?
Yes. Little bathroom, not a full bath, but half a bath on the first floor.
Okay, so it's a 1.5 bath.
Yeah.
And do you have a basement or a crawl space?
Nope.
Just built on a slab?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, before we talk about the inside of the home, Sonny, could you tell me everything about the outside as far as the condition it's in currently?
Everything looks good to me, except for a couple of pieces of sliding on the back side of the house. Other than that,
siding.
Yeah. Just a couple of strips of it, not like the whole thing or anything.
Okay. It just got a little old and started to fall off, essentially?
Well, it's not falling off. It's still there. It's just loose. Like, I can, whenever I go back, put a couple of screws in it and get it fastened up.
Okay. What's the neighborhood like?
It's nice. Nice neighborhood. There's no robberies or anything around. Well, of course, it's 30 minutes from Chicago, so
right.
That I don't really occupy.
That's good. Would you say there's a lot more owners or a lot more renters in the neighborhood?
Most of them are owners.
More owners?
Yeah, we have my nephew and niece. They go once a week, twice a week, pick up all the mails from the mailbox and bring it inside the house.
Okay. And is there anything as far as the outside of the house that I did not ask you about that you would want to know if you were in our shoes, good or bad?
Everything else outside is okay, good.
Okay. Alrighty. And Sonny, in a perfect world, what were you looking to get for the home?
I was looking at paying off my mortgage and home equity loan that I had taken before. It all totaled up to like 100 and about somewhere around 135 to 140 left balance,
Mhm.
and I was I would like to get about 30,000 for myself after all the expenses and everything taken care of.
Okay. Alrighty. And now, as far as the inside of the home, is the inside of the home still from the 80s, or have you done any updates to the house?
I replaced all the windows and stuff, and it was a bathtub, so I got rid of the bathtub and I spent about $10,000 for making a stand-up shower, sliding door, and all that stuff. Other than that, everything else is still
When did you do the windows? About how many years ago would you say?
about a year ago, year
Oh,
and
a
a half.
year ago. Relatively new. That's good.
Yep,
What are the floors like
hardwood floor.
throughout the whole home?
Uh, yeah, except for the kitchen has tiles.
And is the floor still in good condition, the hardwood and the tile?
Yeah.
Alrighty. And as far as like the kitchen, have you updated any of the cabinets, countertops, appliances, anything like that?
Uh, Appliances wise, yeah, I put a new stove, new fridge, and all that stuff. But right now, there is no kitchen sink or cabinets under the sink
Was there a leak?
because we had a overflow in the pipe. So I had to call the plumbing guy. He cleaned it up, but before we noticed, all that water was coming inside the cabinets under the sink, and it went around few tiles around the not the whole kitchen, just the area of where the sink was. So
Mhm.
I took out the sink and everything taken out, and I have not replaced it yet.
Okay. Is there any
I
any
plugged the
moisture still there to produce some mold
no,
or?
no, no. Everything I spent like almost $5,000 for them to come and put the humidifier and all that and clean everything
Mhm.
out.
Did they rip out the drywall behind that, or literally just the sink and the cabinets under that is out of there?
The drywall, he had to make some holes to find out where the main line was, and then it turns out there is one main line which is shared between me and the next door neighbor, and he couldn't clean that because the plug for that pipe is on the other side, on my neighbor's side, and he's got the cabinet still there and dishwasher in front of it. So I told him whenever I get time, when I come back, I want you to pull your dishwasher out and so I can cut a hole 12 by 12 in that cabinet and then the wall itself so I can call the plumber and clean that main line out so it doesn't overflow again.
Right, it just got backed up.
Yeah.
So right now, currently, the sink in the kitchen is just unoperable. Even if you were to put a sink and attach it all together, it's still that pipe's not cleaned out, so it's just going to overflow again. Am I correct?
Exactly.
Okay. When's the next time you're going to be going to the house?
I'm going in a couple weeks. The weekend of 11th, I'll be over there. 11th April.
Okay. Alrighty. And then as far as the bathrooms, I know you said you did the walk-in shower that you rebuilt. Have you updated the vanities or the toilets in any of the bathrooms other than
The
what you did do?
toilets are, I put new toilets in. No, the vanity and the stuff is still same.
Okay. Alrighty. And let's say you were to keep the home, Sonny, you had $20,000 to spend on updates for the home. What would you be upgrading first?
Of course, the kitchen,
Mhm.
that would be my first upgrade. I
Okay.
wouldn't want to spend any more money on anything else because everything else is still working condition, looks good. So, but I have to fix
Okay.
the kitchen if I keep the whole home.
And after
And this
everything we
happened,
just talked about, what do you feel the home is worth?
if with the kitchen everything was to be there, I would say about 185 to 195.
Mhm. And what about with the kitchen with the way it is?
I see on the website shows more than 200,000, but I'm just saying somewhere between 185 to 200 the most.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, our average close is typically about 45 business days or less. Is that doable for you, or do you need more time?
No, that's fine with me. The quicker I get
Okay.
out, the quicker it's better.
Yeah, the one less payment you have to pay. Still can't wrap my
I
head
know.
around that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, everything you've been given to me, Mr. Sonny, I've been given straight into my system. It gets sent back to my underwriters. I'm here in the office with them right now as we speak. They're running a report on everything they need to know about the home and the location. I'm going to run back there, see what they've got for me. Could I put you on a quick hold and I'll be right back?
Okay. Yeah, sure, no problem.
All right, thank you so much.
This is a deal, I think.
Sonny, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, so I don't have good or bad news. I actually have a couple more questions. My apologies for not asking. Do you happen to know the age of the roof?
I think it's the same roof since it was built in 88, 89. They were,
Oh, so it's an old roof. It's old enough to drink.
uh, there's nothing leaking or anything. So
Well, that's good. What about the AC unit?
AC unit, I replaced it 2 years ago.
Inside and out, or did you get a new like central heat and air system on the outside and the
The
handler
outside
inside?
compressor one, the
Okay.
outside one, and I put a new boiler in it too.
Okay. And is the electrical panel, is that breakers or fuses?
Breakers,
Has that been updated?
no.
Like the panel?
It's
No?
100 amp panel. Yeah.
Okay. And I just want to confirm there is not a basement here, right? Or there is?
No, no basement.
No basement. Okay. All right. I just want to double check. Do you have a garage?
Well, yeah, there is a garage, but the person who built that place, he made a half the garage into like a workshop, and the other half, which is gone into the kitchen, he put a wall and made like a storage area.
So you can't park cars in there?
Not in the garage, no. But there is a driveway. You can park up to 3 cars in that driveway.
All right. And is there anything you'd still need to figure out before you could actually sell?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. What's wife's name?
Poonam?
Poonam? Poonam. Okay. Is Poonam
Yeah.
on the same page and wanting to sell?
Yeah, I think so.
When's the last time you guys have
No,
talked about
because
actually selling?
the mortgage, everything was under my name. So, but I put her name for the title.
Okay. And if we can get this home approved for you today, Sonny, can I tell you how the process works with us really quickly?
Yeah, go ahead.
So once the home is approved and the offer is accepted, we sign a simple 2-page agreement. It's written in third grade English, not to insult your intelligence. It's actually written for guys like me. It's just super easy to understand. And after that, one of our transaction coordinators is going to give you a call within 24 hours, just scheduling a time for us to get pictures of the home. The title company is going to make sure there's a clear title. We'll schedule a quick walkthrough, and then we head to the closing table so you can get paid. It's pretty simple, okay?
Well, it won't be. I don't have the title because I'm still under the mortgage and stuff. So.
No, yeah, I hear you. The title company's going to sort all that out. They're just going to make sure there's no liens that you don't know of or we don't know of. And
Oh, yeah, there is no lien or anything.
Perfect. It should go smooth then. And the last thing they wanted me to ask you, Sonny, is if we can get to a number that makes sense for both of us, are you ready to move forward with a purchase agreement today?
Yeah.
Awesome. Alrighty, I'm going to run back there. Thank you so much for answering those questions. Once again, my apologies for not asking in the first place. I'm going to run back there, see what they've got for me. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
We got 62. All of these have basements, dude. Like, how does his not have a fucking basement? I don't understand. It's the only one that does not have a basement. This one is 3-1, not even a garage. 245 pending. That's our fucking comp right there. Here's another 3-1. There's the cheapest house on the market. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath at 220, or a 3-bedroom, 2-bath at 225. Cheapest house that's sold in the last fucking 90 days is 253. It's bumping up to 6 months. Yeah, I'm gonna run my numbers conservatively off 225. 225 times 0.9 equals minus probably 10 grand to fix the sink and the shit like that. Minus, we want to make 40 on it, brings us at 152. Offer 152 to 192. No, what's the math? 72. This is a deal.
Sonny, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, so congratulations. Your property actually was approved to be purchased. This is the first one they've approved for me in Illinois in the last 2 months. So let me explain what they have approved. The offer was approved to buy the property as is. They approved the closing to be 30 business days or less. No commissions are being taken out, and we're covering all of the closing costs. And what they just did is they already put your funds in a virtual withdrawal account. This is an account where the funds have been set aside on hold to go specifically towards this transaction and no others that we do here in the office. Okay, and attached with that is a code, a very important code. Can I have you write this down real quick? Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, but what's the offer?
What'd you say?
What's the offer?
For an approved offer, it actually came in at $133,967.
I don't know about that.
What'd you say?
I owe more than that just to the bank.
You owe more than that just to the bank? Okay. I mean, this is just what they've approved for me to spend, Sonny. I mean, I can go back there, see what I can do to really drive that number up. There's a possibility that some comparables slept through the cracks. This might qualify for our equity protection program. I just have to double check that they are buying in this zip code on the equity protection. And all that is instead of a 30-day close, we would need a 60 business day close and just a couple more walkthroughs. But if it does get approved, they can typically come up a lot more on that price. Okay, so let me run back there and see if I can get this approved. But before I do that, I mean, where do you need to be price-wise to walk away from this and not have to worry about anything that comes with it anymore?
I would say 165 to 170.
165 to 170?
Yes.
Okay.
That being said, I don't have to spend any money out of that at all, besides paying off the banks.
Right. Okay. All right, I'm going to run back there. Let me see if this equity protection plan qualifies for this zip code. Like I said, I think they do, but let me just double check. But are you good with a longer close date if we can get a higher number up to your number, if not all the way as close as possible?
Yeah, I can wait. No problem.
Okay. All righty. I'll be right back, Mr. Sonny.
Okay, sure.
He needs to be at 165 to 170. I hit him at 130 for a cash offer. The cheapest thing on the market that's pending right now is 225. They're all pretty fucking original condition, livable. His has a problem with his sink. The sink's not in the house. The cabinets under it aren't either. There's like an overflow of water or some shit, so that needs to be fixed. So for innovations if we lock it up at 162, including the commissions, including the work to be done on the sink and shit like that, we'd be making like 40K. I'm about to hit him at like 152, but I can go all the way up to 190 and we still make money on it. So we'll see.
Hey, Sonny.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so I went back there. This does qualify for our equity protection program. So that's good news. It's pretty hard to get those to qualify, especially in Illinois. For some reason, they're just not as heavy in that state. But I did get it to get approved, right? So the new approval is a 60 business day close. They approved where we pay all of the we pay all of the closing costs. There's no commissions. It's as is, a net number to you. We got them to come all the way up to $153,677.
153.
153,677.
Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to my wife about these.
Is your wife around to hop on the call with us?
No, I'm at work right now on my lunch break.
I hear you.
But I can talk to her later on when I get back.
Mm-hmm.
And but she travels with me everywhere I go. She don't want to be in the house by herself. So.
Right. Well, Sonny, let me ask you. The underwriters in the back, they're just number crunchers, right? They live and die by the formula. They don't understand that you're slowly bleeding on the mortgage payment. They don't understand that you've only been there 2 to 3 times every year and it's just sitting vacant, burning a hole in your pocket. Let me go back there, give them all of that information, see if there's any more we can give. But Sonny, where do we need to be at? That's a number that's a no-brainer that we can get this done and wrapped up, and I can have an agreement sent to your inbox right now. Where do we need to be?
I would say at least 165.
165. So if I can get to 165, I'm gonna do everything in my power to get to 165, Sonny. If I can get to that, will you have 2 minutes to walk through the agreement for me, with me? I'll send it to your email. We can get this started today. That way you can leave all this behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go back there. I'm gonna
Okay.
do my best, and I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah, I got about 10 more minutes before I have to go back. So
10 minutes is perfect. I'll be right back.
okay.
So he said minimum is 165 he'll take. I mean, the numbers on that, I think conservatively this will go for 225 all day with a $10,000 seller credit to fix the leak in the pipe. So that our net number is 2025 minus 10 grand. I mean, let's just say fucking conservative, 15 grand as a seller credit minus 165. It's a $22,500 deal. That's the average assignment fee. And the reason that is the average assignment fee is because we follow the process and we offer first at 40 grand and we negotiate to that, right? Like that is the average assignment fee because of the way we run the process. So we can give them 165. Now I'm just filling out the agreement.
Hey, sorry that took a while, Sonny. I was back there fighting tooth and nail for it. I got them to come all the way up to the 165 where we cover all of the closing costs. There's no commissions. That's a net number to you. And we're going to do a 90 business day close in order to have a little bit more time to get the scope of work, have a couple of our partners walk the property, and we'll close this out for you, okay?
Okay.
What's your email, Sonny?
It'll be sunnyp535.
Do you happen to know Poonam's email?
It'll be Poonam dot.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty. My underwriters, they're preparing that agreement right now. It should take no longer than 60 seconds. I'm going to send this to your inbox. We're going to walk through it together. That'll take 2 minutes, and we'll be done. You can go back to work knowing you just got this off your plate, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. I'll be right back. I'm going to go check on what they're doing.
Okay.
All right, Sonny. Do you have your email pulled up?
Not yet.
Let me know when you got it pulled up. They said they sent it over.
I haven't seen my regular inbox. So.
If you don't see it, I'll just have them resend it. Prime Partner Home Buyers. It'll be a DocuSign.
No, I don't see it.
Okay, I'll just have them resend it right now. All right. I just saw them click that button. And when you've got it opened up, just let me know, and I'll walk through it. It'll take 2 minutes, and we'll be all done. You see it yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I see it now.
Okay. Go ahead and open it up.
Okay.
Alrighty. So you see it says purchase contract up top?
Yes.
Alrighty. The first paragraph just simply states that you are the seller and we, Prime Partner Home Buyers, LLC, are the buyer in this transaction. And then underneath that is the property address. Could you just double check that that address is spelled correctly?
Yes.
Okay. And then underneath that just simply states we're going to be buying your house in an as-is condition, meaning the way it sits right now is the way we'll buy it. And then under that is the purchase price, which is $165,000, which is what we agreed to. And then you'll see numbers 1 through 19 below that. I'll explain each line, and if you have any questions, just stop me, okay?
Okay.
Number 1 is closing costs. We cover all of the closing costs. Number 2, encumbrances, meaning any liens, mortgages, or unpaid utility bills up until the day of closing are the seller's responsibility. Number 3 is taxes. Seller is responsible for property taxes up until the day of closing. If you prepaid, they'll be prorated and refunded back to you at the closing table. And then number 4, close of escrow. This states that we'll close as soon as practical, but no later than 90 business days. Number 5 is earnest money. This states that earnest money will be held in an escrow account with the title company to open up the file. And then number 6, inspection. You'll see 60 days. This allows us to do 2 things. Come out to get pictures of the home and get our contractors or financial partners out to walk the property. And are you seeing the little check boxes for you to click for initial since we've been going through?
Yeah.
Have you been clicking them?
Yeah, I clicked the first one.
Okay. Alrighty. And number 7, buyers' continued access to the property. All this means, Sonny, is that you're going to allow us to come take pictures and walk the home.
Okay.
And then number 8, occupancy of premises. It just says what the occupancy currently is, which is vacant, and what it will be after we close with you. It'll be vacant as well. And then number 9, title documents. Very simple. You get copies of everything, and I get copies of everything from start to finish on the sale of the property. And number 10, title delays and extensions. This states that if there's any holdups or complications with the title work, we want to give you extra time. That way we can still close with you and give the title company enough time to clear it up.
Okay.
And then you'll see a little box for an initial. Go ahead and click on that one.
Okay.
And then 11, title insurance. If the title is not insurable, we can get our earnest money back. I don't foresee any of that happening though. Number 12, seller representations and warranties. There are 4 parts to this, 3 parts to this. A, B, and C. A just means you're the seller and you can sell it to us. B, we want to close on the property in the same condition as it was. And C just simply states that anything you leave in the home becomes our property the day we close. So, Sonny, if you leave a fridge behind, you can't come back 6 months later asking for it back. Fair?
Yeah, I'm not taking anything.
Okay. And then number 13, buyer disclosure. This just says we're not acting as a real estate agent and we are the buyer. And then number 14 and number 15, default by seller and default by buyer. These go hand in hand with one another. Default of seller or default of buyer, what this says is that when we both put our signatures on here, Sonny, we're going to do our parts to get to the closing table. And then number 16, pre-marketing agreement. Once we get photos, we're going to show our financial partners, contractors, and potential tenants the property before we close with you.
Okay.
Number 17, memorandum of contract. We file a notice with the county letting them know we're purchasing another home. And then number 18 and number 19, this is the only agreement. There is no other agreement besides this one. And if we were agreeing on anything else, it'd be listed under number 19, additional terms and conditions, which there is none. It's pretty straightforward. And then you'll see another box for an initial. Go ahead and click on that one.
Okay.
And then the next page is just for our signatures. You go ahead and click to sign. I'll do the same. And then the next page is just our authorization document that's required by the title company.
Okay.
And then are you at the part where it says the equity protection agreement, which is what this one qualified for?
Yes.
Okay. The first part of the equity protection agreement just states that what we agreed on the purchase price and the agreement above that we just signed is $165,000. The seller is you and the buyer is us at the price of $165,000 and then today's date as well. And then number 1, seller to execute third-party real estate purchase agreement, stating you as the seller will sign the listing docs at the closing table and nobody else besides you are allowed to sign that.
Okay.
And then number 2, conditional termination of real estate purchase agreement, stating that before we close with you, we're allowed to switch the buyer name of the property, which means we might execute in a third-party buyer or a different LLC for liability reasons to close. And then number 3, renovation and repair obligations to the third-party purchaser. This just simply says that any repairs or updates to the property are the sole responsibility of us as the buyer, and you're selling this as is. So the sink and all that, just leave it the way it is.
Okay.
And then indemnification. This just says that you're not going to sue us for buying the house. Number 5 is net proceeds payable to seller. This shows up as the price we agreed upon, which is $165,000. It's a net number to you at the closing table. And then number 6, failure to close. This states that if we fail to find a third-party buyer before we close with you, we still have to uphold our end of the bargain on the purchase agreement with you and still close. And then number 7, entire agreement. Once you click the last page for signatures, it makes it a valid agreement, and we can go ahead and start the process to get this closed out and you on to the next chapter. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. And after you click through all those boxes, there'll be a little top right on the page where it says finish. Once you click finish, it'll be sent over to your wife. She clicks through and does the same, and then we're all good.
Okay.
Let me refresh my end and see if it's been finished. Yep, I just got it. Okay, perfect. If you want to text your wife and say, hey, something got sent over, just to let her know, that'd be awesome. And then other than that, within 24 hours, Sonny, I'm going to have one of our transaction coordinators give you a call. It's more so like a welcome call to kind of run through the steps again, like everything we talked about today, and also schedule a time to where we can get access of the home. All right?
All right.
All right, Sonny. Well, hey, you enjoy the rest of your day at work, and I look forward to doing business with you.
So if everything goes the way it should, you guys going to pay off the balances for my loans and stuff, right?
Correct.
And I just get the difference between.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Call me if you have any questions, okay? And just let me know, shoot me over a text or give me a call when your wife has completed it, okay?
Okay. All she has to do is just initials everything and sign.
All she has to do is just click through everything. You already read through everything.
Okay. All right. I'll let her know.
Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. I'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right, so a little rundown on this deal. This came over, and the seller does construction. He's in North Dakota right now. This one's in Illinois. This will probably be something that we'll close on and list. But I mean, the seller and the wife travel all the time. They literally go to this house. They have a mortgage on it. They have car loans. They're paying about $4,200 a month in payments. They never even go to this house, right? So this is just basically burning a hole in their pocket for no reason because they're never even there. So he was looking for a specific number. You know, we don't want to give him that initially because then he's like, oh shit, I could ask for more. So we started at 120 something, I believe, and we worked our way up all the way to 165, but it's still a deal that we're going to make, you know, $20,000 plus on. And we got to help another seller out and put another dollar in our pocket. That's what it's all about. It's that fucking simple. I saw that my assistant